And I state that without arrogance. I don't mean to be arrogant, but I am a realist. And as a realist, it would be absolutely unprofessional for me to sit here and pretend I'm not an exceptional human being. Because I am.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, y'all can say the day because it's happening once again. It is happening once again. It's going to be a women's boxing extravaganza as Katie Taylor, a future Hall of Famer and a pioneer in the sport. Katie Taylor will, in fact, be taking on Amanda Serrano once again for the undisputed titles in the lightweight division. WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO, all the marbles are on the line again, but this time in a different site and under much different circumstances, because now Katie Taylor will be fighting Amanda Serrano in Ireland, Dublin, Ireland. And this winds up being, actually, believe it or not, Katie Taylor's professional debut in her home country. So I'm sure she's thrilled about this, and Katie Taylor deserves to fight in her home country. You know, she's been the flag bearer for Irish boxing these last, since she's been pro, since she's been amateur, winning gold medals, being a world champion in multiple weight classes, giving the people great fights on a consistent basis, whether it be with Amanda Serrano, whether it be with Delphine Persoon. Katie Taylor has been a true testament to the sport, and I'll say this too before we talk about the matchup. One thing I really respect about Katie Taylor is that she's one of the very few female boxing stars that's not out here trying to capitalize off of her looks. She's really just only famous for boxing. People may say, some people may not like Katie Taylor. They may say she's not attractive, so there's nothing to exploit. Whatever the case may be, I've heard people say Katie Taylor is attractive. I'm not attracted to Katie Taylor, but I'm just saying, like, she carries herself in a very dignified way that I don't think really exists with the other female boxing stars. I'm not going to say no names, but you guys know the names. Just any female boxer that's on Instagram posting provocative pictures of themselves trying to stir up the lust and the emotions of men. She's not really doing that, so for that I respect her. But going to be a great fight. Amanda Serrano just came off of a very tough win against Erica Cruz. A close fight, closer than I thought the judges and a lot of people thought was. I thought Cruz did enough for a draw, but she got the nod, so it is what it is. We move on. But gonna be a hell of a fight, because when we talk about the great competitive fights in boxing, this was like one of the greatest, most competitive fights I've ever seen. I mean, Katie Taylor won this fight by like this much. And that really could have went either way as well. Amanda Serrano had her hurt a lot of the time, and Amanda Serrano, even in defeat, I thought still showed her greatness in the ring. Like she was a smaller girl moving up in weight. And how oftentimes in boxing do you see it where the smaller fighter going up in weight to fight another great fighter winds up being the aggressor and putting the bigger fighter on the back foot? That almost never happens. It's very, very rare. Maybe the one time I can think about it recently is not even like a fight where a guy moved up in weight, but like in the heavyweight division. I remember the first Wilder-Fury fight. Wilder was a much smaller guy than Fury, but he still was able to make Fury move back and take the fight to him. So that's probably the exception there. But Amanda Serrano, definitely one of the hardest punchers in boxing, pound for pound, zero doubt about it. Interesting stuff coming out with this fight. So apparently Conor McGregor had spoken to Eddie Hearn. I had seen a tweet about it, and I'd seen it somewhere. But Conor McGregor is putting up some of his own money so that Katie Taylor can fulfill her dream and fulfill her destiny of fighting in Ireland. So shout out to Conor McGregor, man. Conor McGregor, this is really who we got to thank for the fight, because if we left it up to the boxing business and the boxing promoters, this fight would have been in New York again, and Katie Taylor would have had to come here again. And truth be told, that wouldn't have been fair to her after the great show she just put on for the U.S. fans and for her beating Amanda Serrano. So I'm glad that Conor McGregor, of all people, allows there to be some justice served in the career of Katie Taylor. But, shout out to him. But as far as the implications of this fight, the winner of this fight is going to, really be cemented as, an ATG of women's boxing. I mean, I feel like both these girls are already all-time greats of women's boxing, but it's going to, further cement them as that. And then I think, I'm not sure how much Katie Taylor has left in the sport, or Serrano for that matter. I'm not sure how many fights they have left in them, because Erica Cruz was a hellacious fight for Amanda Serrano, and so was the Taylor fight. And Taylor's had hellacious fights with Delphine Pursoon in this fight. So I'm not really so sure how much boxing is left. So I'm gonna really enjoy this fight because you never know. This might be the last time I see one or maybe both of them. We don't know. But the winner of this fight, I do feel, if they continue to box, will more than likely be lined up to fight Alicia Baumgartner. And those would be a great fight because Baumgartner is someone that has shown an excellent blend of skills, intelligence, punching power, and swag. I mean, just all those attributes I think would be perfect attributes to describe Alicia Baumgartner. And she looks like the heir apparent to take over the throne around this weight class as the next star of the lightweight division in women's boxing, And then you also have Michaela Mayer as well. So I can see either one of these girls fighting Baumgartner or Mayer. And there's just so much fights to be made around these weights. And I talked about this like 5 years ago in my Alicia Baumgartner prospect video. And it's crazy how all of it's coming to fruition now. But that's the news. Katie Taylor will defend her belts. It is her pro debut. It is a homecoming fight of what is going to be nothing short of a sensational rematch against Amanda Serrano. So May 20th will be a great day for boxing. Hopefully they stack the undercard good and well. I'm gonna throw this last thing out there before I end the video. My friend, my guy, Pete Dobson. Pete Dobson was supposed to fight Kyle Mean Agyarko on Katie Taylor's last undercard fight late last year. Agyarko pulled out with an injury. Agyarko is Irish, right? He wants to fight in Ireland. Agyarko was supposed to fight Pete Dobson. Agyarko pulled out. Agyarko, has unfinished business with Pete Dobson. I think Eddie Hearn owes it to Pete Dobson to get him on this card. Get Pete Dobson on this card and really go out there and go ahead and make that fight happen because Pete Dobson deserves his shot at Agyarko, and it'd be a great showcase fight for him to show what he can do to the world against a undefeated, dangerous guy like Agyarko. So I'm gonna leave it on that note. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.
Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.